That book test is killer.
Book test is nobody can do it.
It's killer.
Coach B always had a 95 in your class.
That's a little. I don't know about all that, but
I don't either, honestly.
Coach B's safe. Don't go tell him.
I think that umpire refereed that football game on the Friday game. Coach B gonna make the trip up there to Savannah Friday.
I haven't decided yet what my plan is on
What
that.
time is he gonna leave? Coach Matt told you.
Thursday, probably Thursday. I'm going to my Coach Matt schedule. Thursday about 8.
And about lunchtime.
That way you can have Golden Corral for lunch and dinner, and then again the next day.
Coach B, I may not even go because I'm going crowd.
Well, that's where you're going. I don't know where else you think you're going to go.
I'm sure they'll give you some kind of discount too. He loves that too, man.
Old Timers Buffet, one of those.
You got $5 off, go.
You get the Coke. Get me that big Coke. $2 free. When I go to other places, they only charge me $1.25.
Well, I think we should go to Zach's. I'd rather go to Zach's. I'm pretty sure he'll find a Golden Corral from here to Savannah something.
Thank you for moving that. Still getting checked.
Game change is gonna be on all.
Everybody your
No, that's why I said I'm not telling nobody till I came up here and made sure it worked. They will all be mad. So,
Hey.
That's what we find in game changer on.
you probably can. You can sit right there. It's reach over there if you want. It'll reach.
Who's operating?
I got the camera. Yeah. You should be able to see. Just slide my stuff down and you can sit right there and see. It'll reach.
Not yet. Well, man, this is ours. Theirs should pop up too, right?
Yeah, let's see if we go.
Team home.
Yeah. See, the game should go live once. If she's doing it live here, I would imagine she is.
It's Lee Bruner, right? Hey, when do I go? When you want me to go?
You're live now, so whenever you're ready.
You got the volume and stuff on?
Yep.
I'm off now, right?
There's no off. We don't have that set up. You have to set it down. Yeah, there's not an off.
Is this far enough away?
Yeah.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Live here from Dublin, the state championship game between the Southwest Georgia Academy Warriors and the Piedmont Academy Cougars. Warriors are the home team today. Piedmont fixing to come up. 8th grader Aubrey Holloman on the mound for the Warriors. She looks in, got her sign, comes to the plate. First pitch strike, and we are underway in game one here of the GISA AA State Championship. As soon as we get a roster pulled up on our game changer, we'll get names and stuff. Ball misses low. 1-1 the count. Warriors defeated Briarwood in the last round in the Final Four back in Damascus. Piedmont defeated Brentwood in 2 games in the Final Four last Saturday. The ball's fouled off back to the right and out of play. 1-2 the count. Holloman looks in. Swung on and missed. Strike 3, swinging. I guess that was strike 2. I don't know what I was watching. I thought I was strike 3. We'll do it again. 1-2 the count. Pitch is hit up the middle into center field for a base hit. Emily McFryer up for the Cougars. Runner on first. 8th grader Holloman looks in. Pitch misses high. Like a rise ball, it misses. It's 1-0. Pitch is fouled off back to the right and out of play. 1-1 the count. Holloman has a long look in to the plate. Took a little off of that one. Misses outside. 2-1. Around the infield for the Warriors is senior Mary Matt Cooper at third. Cameron Carver's at short. Ella Ashley's at second. Caroline Harper's at first. Strike taken on the inside part of the plate. In the outfield, senior left fielder is Taylor Bruner. Ryland Edwards, a freshman's in center, and Riley Yates, a freshman's in right. And the battery of Holloman pitching and Rose Fain catching. 2-2 the count. Holloman comes back in. That pitch is flared out over second base and into right for a hit. Cougars have them first and second with nobody out. Heart of the order coming up. Holloman tried to go back inside again, and it jammed her. strong enough to fight it off into right field, and the Cougars have something going. First and second, and nobody out.
All right, keep hitting spots, kid.
Time's called. Shows bunt, pulls it back, pitch misses up.
All right, keep hitting spots for me, kid.
Arnold at the plate for the Cougars. Mary Matt Cooper in about 2 steps in front of third. Shows bunt, is fouled at the plate. 1-1. Cooper's in about 2 or 3 steps at third. Harper's in about 2 or 3 steps at first. Outfield plays pretty straight away. Breeze is blowing in. 1-1 the count on Arnold. Holloman looks in. Bunt's popped up. Caught by Mary Matt Cooper. She looks for the double play, throws it back to second, and it gets into center field. And it's going to roll all the way to the fence. 1 run's in for the Cougars. Here comes 2. Play at the plate. Carver's throw. Tag put on by Fain. Out at the plate. 1 run comes across on the throwing error. There'll be 2 outs in the inning after the trail runner was thrown out. Henson, the batter for Piedmont. No runners on. Holloman goes outside and shaves off the corner for strike 1. The 0-1 goes in and is fouled off back over the Warrior dugout, out of play. Holloman way ahead in the count. Henson is the cleanup hitter for the Cougars. Warrior outfield is backed up about a step. The shortstop Carver plays deep in the hole. Nice try by Holloman inside. It just misses. 1-2. Holloman's 1-2. Fouled off to the right and out of play again. Like Holloman tried to elevate a fastball. It's fought off out of play. Fain sets up outside. Holloman hits the glove, and that is strike 3. 2 hits, 1 run, no men left on. We'll head to the bottom of the first. Warriors coming to bat. back here at the bottom of the first here in Dublin. Cameron Carver is set to lead it off for the Warriors. McFryer on the mound for Piedmont. Center fielder shaded about 2 steps over into left center. Left fielder's backed up a couple steps. First pitch to Carver's taken low, 1-0. Trying to go away. McFryer's 1-0. Grounded to short, picked, fired across. And Carver is out number 1. And bring up the second baseman, Ella Ashley. In the Final Four last Saturday against Briarwood, it was the top of the Warrior order that did most of the damage. So what will be key for the Warriors today are the 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 hitters being able to turn the lineup back over to the top of the order. McFryer's first pitch to Ella Ashley's down the middle for strike 1. Fain, the catcher, waits on deck. Pitch is yanked over the Piedmont dugout and out of play. 0-2. We got timeout called by the Piedmont, by the umpire, talking to the Piedmont pitcher and the Piedmont coach. Everything must be good to go. 0-2 the count on Ashley. I'm saying the count's now 1-1. Well, that's the second time that's happened to me so far. I've had to double take. 1-1 the count. They come in again, and Ashley yanks it past the third base coaching box. Foul. 1-2. Center fielder is shaded over into the left center gap now. They're bringing the right fielder around a couple of steps too. They expect Ashley to pull. Pops it up to center, right in her tracks. Can of corn caught. Ashley's out number 2, and that'll bring up the number 3 hitter, catcher Rose Fain. They set up away on Fain. Grounded to short. Fielded cleanly. High throw, pulls her off. She applies the tag. And that's the inning. McFryer has a 3-up, 3-down inning. Piedmont coming back up to bat when we return. Top of the second inning coming your way. It'll be 5, 6, 7 up for Piedmont. Piedmont pushed across one on the throwing error in the first. Warriors went 3 up, 3 down in the bottom of the second. Line back to the right, out of play. Holder, the hitter for Piedmont. She's playing center field today. Count is 0-1. Pitch in, grounded up the middle into center for a base hit. So the Cougars lead off the second inning the same way they led off the ball game. A hit up into center. Bring up Seeley. Holloman's pitch hits the inside part of the plate. Steve Reich one. Seeley, the batter for Piedmont, hitting in the sixth spot. Nice breaking ball. Paints the outside part of the plate. Holloman way ahead, 0-2. Fain set up away, the 0-2. Good try. Seeley held up, 1-2. Runner on first, nobody out, top of the second. Holloman looks in, like she's going in. Right off her hands and fouled back out of play. We'll do it again. Warrior outfield is backed up a couple of steps. Outfield still plays pretty straight up. The 1-2. Holloman's pitch comes back across the heart of the plate and is taking Steve Wright 3. Fain was set up outside. It came back over the middle of the plate a little more than Holloman would have wanted, but after she went in, still an effective pitch, and that's out number 1. Waddleton, the batter. Takes high, 1-0. Ball's lined hard into right for a base hit. And Holder makes the turn and gets to third. And the Cougars have them on the corner, have them on the corners with 1 out here in the top of the second.
All right, dig deep for me. Keep fighting, kid. Let's ride.
Holder at third, Waddleton at first. That'll bring up Arnold for Piedmont. Arnold, the number 8 hitter in the Piedmont order. Ripped off to the right, out of play, 1-0. 0-1. Arnold is the catcher for Piedmont as Holloman misses low and inside. That'll even it up 1-1.
Let it ride, kid. Let it ride.
The 1-1. Arnold shows bunt. She bunts through it. 1-2. Takes Piedmont a long time to get back in the batter's box in between pitches. It's like a quarterback that looks over to the sideline to get a sign. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. And Arnold is out number 2. That'll bring up the number 9 hitter in the Piedmont order. As Piedmont is fixing to turn the lineup around. Satterfield hits from the left side. Holloman's pitch misses high and tight. 2 outs in the inning, runners on first and third. Piedmont is threatening again. Holloman trying to go in. Misses up and away, 2-0.
Hey, hit your spots and you're golden.
Holloman trying to go in again. Hits the inside part of the plate. Good pitch, 2-1.
Hey, keep hitting spots.
Kick waits on deck for Piedmont.
Nice spot.
Holloman misses away. And it's 3-1.
Hey, fill it up.
The 3-1. Foul tipped into the mitt. And it's a full count.
Hey, best pitch of the game.
On 3-2 with 2 outs. The runners will be in motion. Chop, just foul. And we'll do the 3-2 again. Taylor Bruner plays very shallow in left. We're about normal in center and about normal in right. The 3-2, swung on and missed. Strike 3. 2 men left on for Piedmont. We'll head to the bottom of the second. Still 1-0. Bottom of the second. Piedmont on top, 1-0. McFryer back on the hill after an easy 1-2-3 inning. Breaking ball taken by Cooper, hits the outside part of the plate. Strike 1. It'll be 4-5-6 for the Warriors. McFryer looks in. Good pitch. Hits the outside part of the plate. Way ahead of Cooper, 0-2. Hasn't shown anything hard to Cooper yet. Good try, just misses outside, 1 and 2. And off speed, off speed, off speed. 3 pitches in a row. Pitches popped up in the shallow center. And Cooper is out number 1. Score at F8 if you're scoring at home. That'll bring up the number 5 hitter, first baseman Caroline Harper. McFryer paints the outside part of the plate, 0-1. Grounded to second, fielded cleanly. Harper is out number 2. It'll bring up the right fielder, Riley Yates. McFryer very economical so far for Piedmont. Misses low. 1-0. Rise ball misses outside. 2-0. Lined into right for a base hit, the first of the day for the Warriors. McFryer wanted to go up and didn't quite hit her spot. Good piece of hitting by the freshman Yates. That'll bring up Katie Ernest for the Warriors. Misses low, snap throw over to first. Yates is back safely. Katie Ernest is the designated hitter for the Warriors. Yates the runner at first. McFryer misses just inside. 2-0. Chop. It's going to be foul. Two and 1 the count on Ernest. Ball's lined in the center for a base hit. So with 2 outs, the Warrior offense has something going. That'll bring up the pitcher, Aubrey Holloman. Ernest the runner at first, Yates the runner at second. Holloman hits from the left side. Holloman punches one, looping, and it's down. Yates is around third. She slides, safe. Ernest will be held at third on the throw home. Holloman moves up to second. It's the bottom of the order that scratches one across for the Warrior offense. That'll be a courtesy runner for the pitcher, Holloman. It'll be number 12, Mimi Sasser. Center fielder Rylan Edwards, the batter for the Warriors. Warriors still threatening. Runners at second and third. 2 outs in the inning. McFarland looks in. Off-speed pitch paints the outside. 0-1 the count on Edwards. Fryer tries to go inside. Pitch misses too far in. 1-1. Long look over to the third base coaching box by Edwards. They've got it sorted out. The 1-1. Close pitch. So just outside, 2-1. Another long look over. Everybody checking their wristband. The 2-1. Chop slowly to short, fielded, fired across. Out by a step. Warriors leave 2 on, but tie it up here in the bottom of the second. Or actually, Coach Woody wants to check on something before we head to the third. Umpires gathering. Umpires agreed. Did stay on the bag at first, and that's the inning. Tied up at 1 here as we head to the top of the third. Top of the third. Piedmont has the top of the order coming up. 1 run on 4 hits for Piedmont. Holloman misses inside. 1 run, 3 hits, and an error by SGA so far today. One and 0 the count on the second baseman, Keck. Keck bunts out in front of the plate. Fielded nicely. Ashley covers. And Keck is out number 1. Nice play by Fain. Nice play by Ashley to get over and cover first. That'll bring up the pitcher, McFryer. McFryer singled into right her last at bat. Try to go away. Pitch misses up and away. 1-0. Going away again. Smoked into right. On comes Yates. And McFryer is out number 2. We'll bring up the number 3 hitter, shortstop Arnold. Arnold tried to bunt last time. She popped it up. It was fielded by Cooper. Then Cooper tried to get the double at second, threw it into center. Piedmont scored their first run. Holloman's pitch misses inside, 1-0. Holloman, long look in. Misses high, 2-0. The 2-0. The appeal to first. She did. 2-1. Holloman showed a fastball up, and Arnold went. 2-1. 2 up this time, 3-1. 3-1 on the number 3 hitter, shortstop Arnold. Inside, ball 4. A 2-out walk. Bring up the cleanup hitter, third baseman Henson. Henson struck out looking in her last at bat. Way inside, 1-0. We have a timeout. A pitcher-catcher meeting. Fain trying to calm her down a little bit. It's a quick meeting. Trying to get Holloman back on track. The 1-0 to Henson. Grounded to second, fielded cleanly by Ashley, flipped to first. That's the inning. 1 man left on, nothing comes across. We're heading to the bottom of the 3rd. All tied up in Dublin, 1-1. Cam Carver set to get us started here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Not much luck for the top of the order back in the 1st. McFryer still on the mound for Piedmont. Pitch skips up to the plate, 1-0. Carver grounded to short her last at bat. Carver, Ashley, and Fain this inning. McFarland looks in. Got her side. It's like a changeup that misses low. 2-0. Cougars set up away on 2-0. Carver shows bunt and bunts it foul, 2-1. Cougars are in on the corners. Carver swinging away and a nice breaking ball. Swung on and missed. That'll even it up, 2-2. Carver pops one up out into center, over a couple of steps, and Carver is out number one. Holder makes the catch. And that'll bring up the second baseman, Ella Ashley. Ella flew out to center in her last at bat. See the Piedmont outfield shift the same way they shifted on her back in the first two. Shade her over to left, all the way around. Outside, 1-0. McFryer's 1-0. Taken high, 2-0. Good hitters count for Ashley. Nice drop ball, hits the outside, 2-1. Inside, 3-1. Three-one count on the second baseman, Ashley. Ashley grounds one to short, fielded cleanly, fired across. Ashley's out by a step. Arnold makes the nice throw across to Waddleton. 6-3. And there are 2 outs in the inning. It'll be up to the catcher, Fain, if the inning is to continue for the Warriors. McFryer's done a nice job against the top of the order for the Warriors. Combined 0 for 6 now. 1-0 on Fain. Fain stands about in the middle of the right-handed batter's box. Smokes one past the third baseman and into left for a base hit. Ball's thrown into second quickly to hold Fain to a single. So once again, the Warriors have something going with 2 outs. Hanson, the third baseman, had no chance at that one. That ball was hit pretty well. That'll bring up the cleanup hitter for the Warriors, Mary Matt Cooper. Cooper flew out to center in her last at bat. It was with 2 outs last inning that the Warrior offense got something going. Cooper takes. Ball one. It's like McFriar likes to go away, 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 then challenge with the fastball up. Off the end of the bat, squib to first. No one's covering, and Cooper's going to be on. Tough play for the first baseman, Waddleton. Ball wasn't hit very sharply at all. She fielded it, and there was no way she could get over to first. So runners now on first and second for the Warriors. Caroline Harper up to bat. Harper grounded out to second last time. Inside, nice block by the catcher. Arnold behind the plate. If that ball gets by, be runners at second and third. Nice block by Arnold. 1-0 on Harper. Harper playing first base today. Swung on and missed. Nice pitch from McFriar. Harper swung right through it. 1-1. Up and away. 2-1. Harper takes a long look to get the call from the third base coach. The pitcher takes a long look over to get the call from her coach. Now we're ready to go. The 2-1 to Harper. Spinner misses low. Good hitters count here for Harper. McFriar looks in. The 3-1. Taken low. Ball skips up to the plate, and the bases are full of Warriors. Bring up the right fielder, Riley Yates. Yates hit a sharp single into right. Back in the second. One 4-1 the scoreline for Piedmont. 1-4-1 the scoreline for SGA. Even in every category so far. Warriors trying to change that here, though, in the bottom of the third. 2 outs, bases loaded. The first pitch to Yates is taken up. 1-0. And we're going to have a mound visit by the Piedmont coach. Coach Woody has instructions for Yates. All this coming with 2 outs for the Warriors, just like it did back in the second. A long mound visit. Umpire going to bust it up. And everybody goes back to their position. 1-0 the count on Yates. Ernest waits on deck for the Warriors. Grounded to third, fielded cleanly, fired across. That's the inning. 3 left on for the Warriors. None come across, heading to the top of the fourth. Still tied, 1-1. Top of the fourth inning fixing to get underway. 1-1 your score. Here from game one of the AA State Championship in Dublin. Holloman misses high. Holder, the center fielder, up for Piedmont. Holder singled into center her last AB. Fouled back off the screen. 1-1.
Back in it, let's go, kid.
Holder pops this one up into right. Settling under it is Yates. She makes the catch. And Holder is the first out here in the top of the fourth. That'll bring up Seeley. Seeley struck out looking back in the second. Holloman looks in. Fain sets up away. Pitch misses high and away. 1-0. Waddleton waits on deck for Piedmont. The 1-0 to Seeley. Nice play made by Harper. It's off the bat. That looked like that was going to go all the way down the right field line. Nice play made by the senior Harper. Seeley's out number 2. Three unassisted. And that'll bring up the first baseman, Waddleton. Waddleton singled into right. Her last at bat. Chops this one to second. High bounce by Ashley. She flips over to first. 3 up, 3 down, go the Cougars. Heading to the bottom of the fourth. 1-1, still your score. Seven, 8, 9 for the Warriors. Katie Ernest up. Katie Ernest DHing. Takes a big cut, comes up empty. McFryer's ahead, 0-1. Katie takes low. That'll even it up, 1-1. Holloman waits on deck. Ernest chops that one over towards the third base dugout. 1-2. The rallies the Warriors have had so far have all happened with 2 outs. Ernest way out in front, grounds it to third, and she'll be out number 1. Nice play made by Henson to retire Ernest. And that'll bring up the pitcher, Aubrey Holloman. Holloman hits from the left side. Singled her last at bat. She and Ernest were a part of the 2-out rally. Holloman punches this one to left, and it's down. And it gets by the left fielder and rolls. Holloman rounds first, and she'll be standing up at second with 1 out. Ball still hasn't been picked up. Finally, no advance by Holloman. It'll be a single to left and an error on the left fielder that allowed Holloman to get an advance to second. And that'll bring up the center fielder, Edwards. Edwards grounded out to short her last at bat. Sasser, the runner at second, courtesy running for the pitcher. Edwards hits this one hard, drives it out to left, sends her back a couple steps, but it's caught. Satterfield makes a nice play, and Edwards is out number 2. Back to the top of the order, Cam Carver. McFryer hits the outside to jump ahead of Carver. 0-1. Carver's grounded to short and flew out to center in her last at bat. And the 0-1. Carver shows bunt and pulls it back. One and one the count on Carver. McFryer just misses at the inside. 2-1. Carver's in a hitter's count. Sasser, the runner at second. Carver looks at it inside, just misses. 3-1. Henson with some words of encouragement to McFryer. 3-1 the count on Carver. Ashley waits on deck. Carver takes ball 4. So runners at first and second now with 2 out. Even with a 3-1 count, McFryer had a base open, wasn't going to give in to Carver. And she'll start fresh with this number 2 hitter, Ella Ashley. Ashley's flown out to center and grounded to short. Good speed on the bases for the Warriors. Ashley takes outside, 1-0. Warriors looking for another 2-out hit. Ashley takes. 1-1 the count. Fryer looks. Misses low. Nice stop by Arnold to keep it in front. No advance by the base runners. 2-1. Warriors doing a nice job of working the count. The 2-1, Chopped to third. Fielded in foul territory. Umpire does a nice job of playing it out anyway, just in case it wasn't called foul. But it was. And we'll do it again. 2 outs, 2 balls, 2 strikes in the bottom of the 4th. Ashley takes low and inside. Another nice stop by the catcher, Arnold. And it's a full count. The catcher, Fain, waits on deck. Big pitch coming here for McFryer. She could be careful with Carver. She doesn't want to load the bases, though. Ashley lines it. Nice play made out by the shortstop, Arnold, and that's the inning. Warriors threaten, but leave 2 on. We're heading to the 5th. 1-1 still. Getting ready to start the top of the 5th. Always great to see the headmaster at Piedmont, Clint Welch. Mr. Welch is a hard-working man. We don't get to see him much. Glad we get to see him today, though. Grounded to second, fielded nicely by Ashley. She flips to first. And Arnold is out, number 1. Satterfield, the batter, at the bottom of the Piedmont order. Satterfield hits left-handed. She struck out swinging back in the 2nd inning. Holloman only at 56 pitches. Chopped over Cooper's head and into left for a base hit. 1 out single by the left fielder, Satterfield. And that flips the lineup over back to the top of the order for Piedmont. The second baseman, Keck, who's 1 for 2 today, will bat. Pitch misses, gets by Fain into the backstops. Satterfield will advance to second on the wild pitch. 1 run on 5 hits, 2 errors for Piedmont. 1 run, 5 hits, 1 error for SGA. 1 out in the inning. Keck takes time. Go-ahead runs at second for Piedmont with one out here in the top of the fifth. Holloman comes to the plate, misses up. 2-0. McFryer waits on deck for Piedmont. The 2-0 on its way. Splits the plate. 2-1. I'm 95% sure the umpire called it a strike. The scoreboard shows that it's 3-0, but I think it's 2-1. Lined over the second baseman's head and into center for a base hit. Satterfield's going to be held at third. Edwards throws it home, and on the throw home, Keck advances to second, so runners on second and third with one out. Piedmont with something going with the number 2 hitter, McFryer. McFryer singled and then hit a line shot to right back into third. And we're going to have a mound visit from Coach Woody Kirkland. Coach Woody trying to calm the 8th grader down. Doesn't look like he's ready to make a change yet. And Holloman has been pretty economical so far with their number of pitches. She's only at 61 pitches. Walked one back in the first, but since then hasn't had a whole lot of trouble. Trouble here, though, is Piedmont's got them on second and third with only one out. Long meeting by Coach Woody's finally broken up. And McFryer is set to dig in. One out in the inning. McFryer pops one up. Harper gives it a look. She's got room, makes a nice play, turns back, no advance, and a big second out for Holloman and the Warriors. Off the bat, I thought it was going to get out of play, but it stayed in. Harper made a nice play navigating the chain link fence. And now the number 3 hitter, shortstop Arnold, up at the plate. She bunted up to the third baseman and walked so far today. Piedmont has pitched out of a couple of jams so far today. Holloman now trying to pitch out of a jam. One and 0 the count. Holloman elevates a fastball. Arnold's late. That'll even it up, 1-1. Arnold stands really close to the plate. Holloman paints the outside. Good pitch. 1-2. She's going away. Looks like they're going to try to go further away. Holloman's pitch. Fielded by Ashley. Throw on to first, and that's the inning. Holloman pitches out of a jam. Piedmont leaves 2 on. None come across. We're going to the bottom of the 5th. Still tied at 1. 3, 4, 5 up for the Warriors here in the bottom of the fifth. As we've been stuck at one apiece for a long time. McFarland still on the mound for Piedmont. Rose takes ball one. Rose has grounded to short, and she's singled down the left field line. Hit it hard down the left field line. Back in the third. Yanks it. 1-1 the count. Rose has a closed stance. Her feet are close together. Smokes one into center. It's going to hang up, though. And it's taken in by a holder, and Fain is out number one. Bring up the third baseman, Mary Matt Cooper. Cooper hitting in the cleanup spot for the Warriors. She flew to center, back in the second. And she reached on an error back in the third. One out here in the fifth. McFarland comes to the plate. Off the end of the bat, back foul. As we said, McFarland's done a nice job of pitching away with her breaking stuff or off-speed pitches. High fastball misses away. 1-1. She goes off speed, then tries to elevate with the fastball and done a nice job. She too's been eking off. This one smoked to short, but taken in by Arnold. Two hard hit balls in the last two innings that have been right at the shortstop. And the Warriors have nothing to show for either one of them. Bring up the five-hitter, first baseman Harper, who made a nice play in the field last half inning. Caught that big second out right at the fence. Harper's grounded to second and walked. She takes outside. So McFarland looking for a quick inning. Warriors trying to string something else together with two outs. Harper takes a strike on the outside part of the plate. Another good pitch by McFarland. Piedmont outfield is straight up and at medium depth. Harper punches one into center, right in Holder's tracks, and that's the inning. No hits, no runs, no men left. Going to the top of the sixth, still 1-1 your score. back here in the top of the 6th inning. Holloman on. Holloman is at 66 pitches. Out of 66 pitches, she's thrown 42 for strikes, which would explain why she only has 1 walk. Ball's hit pretty deep. Yates goes back. She's got plenty of room, though. Puts the squeeze on it. And Henson is out number 1. Bring up the center fielder, Holder. Holder's been busy in the field. She singled back in the 2nd and flew out to right back in the 4th. She pops this one back over the Warrior dugout and out of play. Holloman jumps ahead, 0-1. Holloman looks in. This is way up. 1-1. See if she changes her eye level right here and tries to go with something low. Feint sets up away. Fastball swung through by Holder. 1-2. Holloman's 1-2. This is up. 2-2.
Feed off of it. Feed off of it.
See if that was a purpose pitch or not. Fouled back off the plate. You're wondering if she went away with the fastball, if she might not try to come in. But went away again. It's still 1-2. Set up away. Fastball misses too high.
Hey, best pitch of the game.
Swung on and missed. D-right 3. And Holder is the 2nd out of the inning. And that'll bring up Seeley, who's DHing. Seeley struck out looking in the 2nd and lined to Harper in the 4th and takes high and tight to get ahead 1-0.
Hey, right here, kid.
Ball skips up to the plate, 2-0.
Deep breath, get back, get it right here.
Holloman's 2-0. Just misses outside, 3-0.
Hey, one pitch at a time here. Hey, hit your spots and you're golden, kid.
Seeley way ahead. Holloman's pitch misses up, and a 2-out walk. That'll bring up the first baseman, Waddleton, who's 1 for 2 today. We'll have a quick meeting between the freshman Feint and the 8th grader Holloman. It's over.
Hey, feed off of that.
Have a courtesy runner on for Piedmont, too. And after everybody's checked in, we're ready to play.
Hey,
2 outs in the inning. Runner on first for Piedmont. 1-1 here in the top of the 6th. Holloman misses up.
Hey, one pitch at a time, kid. Here we go.
Fouled back off the screen to even it up 1-1.
Hey, keep filling it up.
The 1-1. Grounded to second. Tag applied by Ashley on the runner, and that's the inning. A walk. Gets left on base by Piedmont. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th. 1-1.
Got a lot of competition. Huh? Must be nothing on tonight. Braves hadn't started yet. I think 8.
Middle away.
Bottom of the 6th. 1 run, 6 hits, 2 errors for Piedmont. 1 run, 5 hits, 1 error for SGA. We've been stuck at 1-1 since the 2nd inning. Both teams have threatened at times. Nothing's come across. Yates, the batter for the Warriors, takes a strike 1 on the outside part of the plate. Yates 1 for 2. Grounded out to third. Her last at bat, back in the 3rd. Hits it hard, foul. 1-1.
Hands inside the ball. He likes them low.
0-2 on Yates. Yates asked for time. The 0-2. Punched over and down into right field for a leadoff single for the Warriors. Yates stayed back on it and served it out into right. That'll bring up the number 7 hitter, Katie Ernest. Ernest is 1 for 2 today. Good speed at first for the Warriors. McFryer delivers. And that ball is punched into right and is going to get through for a base hit. So the Warriors, to start us off in the bottom of the 6th, have got runners on first and second off back-to-back singles with nobody out. And it's been the bottom of the order that's been doing the damage today for the Warriors. Last Saturday it was the opposite. It was the top of the order doing it for the Warriors. That'll bring up Holloman, who's had a good day at the plate. 2 for 2. Lays down a bunt. It gets down. Only play is going to be to first. It's not handled. Here comes Yates. She comes across and scores. Warriors go ahead 2-1. Perfect bunt by the 8th grader Holloman. Huge play by the Warriors. Ball was fielded where the third baseman had to pick it up. The pitcher couldn't do it. And I'm not sure even with a good throw if she would have been out. So it's runners at first and third. Still nobody out. Rylan Edwards, the batter now for the Warriors. Warriors now ahead 2-1 after the bunt by Holloman. Edwards has grounded to short, and she flew out somewhere. She flew out to left. Chops this one back to the mound. It's fumbled. Edwards is going to be out by half a step. Productive at bat, though, for Edwards as the runner moves up to second. Looks like Taylor Bruner may be the runner at second. No, Taylor Bruner's the runner at third. Mimi Sasser's the runner at second. Bruner running for Ernest. Sasser running for Holloman. Great scoring chance for the Warriors. Only one out. Runners at second and third. Good speed on the bases. Chopped. Fumbled. Fire across. Carver's safe. A run comes across. Sasser's safe at second. Carver's going to advance as it gets by the third baseman for just a second. And the Warriors are now up 3-1. High chopper to short. The shortstop knew she had to get rid of it quick as Carver runs really well. And the Warriors now up 3-1. And have gone up 3-1 without hitting it out of the infield to drive them in. Ashley pops this one up on the infield. High pop up, taken in by the shortstop, Arnold. And Ashley's out number 2. Warriors would like to cash in some insurance runs before we head to the 7th. It'll be up to the number 3 hitter, Rose Fain, though. Fain's 1 for 3. Smoked one down the left field line in the third. Flew out to center her last at bat. Chops this one to second. Fielded, flips. It's dropped by the first baseman, and that's going to score 2 runs for the Warriors. Popped out of the first baseman's mitt, and it turns to gold for the Warriors, and it's 5-1. Again, these runs drived in, and the Warriors haven't hit it out of the infield yet. They just put it in play and put pressure on the Piedmont defense. Cleanup hitter Mary Matt Cooper in at the plate. Hits it hard, fielded cleanly at third, fires across, and that's the inning. 4 runs come across for the Warriors. We're heading to the 7th. SGA 5, Piedmont 1. Last call for Piedmont here in the top of the 7th as a 4-run inning by SGA has made the score 5-1. Piedmont has 1 run, 6 hits, 5 errors. SGA 5 runs on 7 hits and 1 error. Game 2 will be Saturday at 1 o'clock Eastern Time, 12 Central, 11 Mountain, 10 Pacific. 8-9-1 up for Piedmont. 2-0 the count on the number 8 hitter, the catcher Arnold. Arnold's had a good day behind the plate, blocked a couple of balls that kept Warrior base runners from advancing. Holloman misses inside, 3-0. So Piedmont trying to turn their order over to the top of it. Pitch misses, up and away. A leadoff walk for Piedmont. That'll bring up the left fielder, Satterfield. Satterfield struck out swinging in the 2nd, singled to left in the 5th. Courtesy runner has to get checked in. We're ready to go. Left-handing hitting left fielder Satterfield. Ready to go. Holloman's pitch misses low. 5 straight balls thrown by Holloman. Fastball fouled off to the left. Satterfield was late on it. 1-1. Warrior outfield, we're shallow in left, we're normal in center, we're normal in right, depth-wise. Ball's fouled up, not quite high enough for Harper to get over and make a play on it. 1-2 the count.
Hey, best pitch of the game.
1-2 count on Satterfield. Holloman looks in and delivers. Misses way outside. Even it up, 2-2. 2-2's the count you want that Holloman wants to do business on. Doesn't want to go full. Like to have a resolution right now with 2-2. Holloman takes a long look in to get her sign. She's got it. Up and gets by Fain, and that's going to advance the runner to second. 3-2 the count on Satterfield. Keck waits on deck for Piedmont.
Let's go. All night, 10 all night.
Payoff pitch to Satterfield. Fouled. We'll do it again. Top of the 7th. 5-1 your score. Warriors on top. Runner at second for Piedmont. Nobody out. Full count to the number 9 hitter, Satterfield. Fain puts down the sign. Here's the payoff. Swung on and missed. And Satterfield is out number 1. High fastball right by her. And that'll bring up the leadoff hitter, Keck. Keck's had a good day at the plate today. She's 2 for 3. Single in the 1st, single in the 5th. Pitch misses, gets by Fain. And that'll advance the runner up to 3rd. We'll have a meeting. It'll be Rose and Holloman. Cam Carver will come in and join it too, trying to settle the 8th grader down. 1-0 the count on the second baseman, Keck. After the regroup, Holloman's fouled off and fielded by Coach Woody for strike one. 1-1 the count on Keck. Center field is shaded just over into left center, just a little bit. Everybody else is normal. Line to second, fielded by Ashley. Throws across to third. Back into third, safe. Good awareness by Ashley. Kitchens just got back into third before the tag. Keck hit that one on the screws and nothing to show for it. That'll bring up the number 2 hitter, McFryer. 2 outs here in the 7th. McFryer, the batter. 1 for 3 today. She takes a strike. And after some control issues to start off the inning, Holloman has come back and attacked the zone. Up and away, 1-1. And game 2 will be 1 o'clock on Saturday. Fain sets up away, the 1-1. Misses in. Kitchens will score. And that makes the score 5-2. 2 outs in the inning. 2-1 the count on McFryer. Popped up, into right. On comes Yates, she's under. And that's the ball game. The Warriors go ahead in the series 1-0. 2 runs, 6 hits, 5 errors for Piedmont. 5 runs, 7 hits, 1 error for SGA. Time of the game was 1 hour and 43 minutes. Holloman's the winning pitcher. McFryer's the losing pitcher. Game 2 again will be Saturday at 1 o'clock here in Dublin. Thank you for joining us today. Good night.
Yeah.